Hello and welcome. Thank you for tuning into CNN News 18. I'm Shen Elizabeth Matthew. Let's begin this bulletin with the top news this hour. In a devastating tragedy, over 16 people have lost their life in a fire tragedy in Hyderabad's Charminar area. Several people have also been injured in the massive fire that broke out at Charminar's Gulzar house. Chief Minister Revant Reddy has expressed shock at the incident and has also instructed ministers to take necessary steps to rescue trapped and also look after the affected families. Now, Prime Minister Modi also offered his condolences and has announced an ex gratia of ₹2 lakh to next to the kin of deceased and 50,000 for those injured. Now, rescue operation is still underway and efforts are on to save those who are still trapped inside.
शॉर्ट सर्किट के कारण जो एक्सीडेंट हुआ है उसमें बहुत लोग इसमें देहांत हुआ और कुछ घायल भी है। अभी अलग अलग हॉस्पिटल्स में डेड बॉडीज है और लगभग 6 बजे सुबह इंसिडेंट हुआ ऐसा अधिकारी बता रहे। उनका परिवार के लोग भी मैं मिला हूं। एक ही विषय है, ऐसे इंसिडेंट होना बहुत दुखी बात है। कोई इसको किसके ऊपर भी आरोप नहीं कर रहा हूं और जो भी लोग आज इधर एक्सीडेंट में देहांत हुए, मैं केंद्र सरकार से उनको असिस्टेंट दिलाता हूं। आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री से बात करके सरकार की तरफ से जरूर उनको फाइनेंशियल असिस्टेंट देने के लिए प्रयास करता हूं।
यहाँ चारमीनार के पास ओल्ड सिटी में सुबह सुबह एक फायर एक्सीडेंट आया। 6 बजे हुए तो 6:16 को फायर डिपार्टमेंट तेलंगाना गवर्नमेंट का वहां मौजूद है। पूरा बचाने की कोशिश हुआ मगर फायर पूरे अंदर में लगे रहे थे तो 17 लोग का यहाँ उसमें से मिले हैं। उसमें से ऑफिशियल अभी डिक्लेयर नहीं हुआ मगर मेजॉरिटी लोग का मौत हुआ। सरकार के तरफ से अभी चीफ मिनिस्टर साहब ने उन फैमिली से भी बात किया है। सरकार के तरफ से उस फैमिली का पूरा सपोर्ट करेंगे। ऐसा इंसिडेंट आगे नहीं होना बोल के पूरा फायर सेफ्टी के तरफ से पूरा रिव्यू करेंगे।
एग्जैक्ट 6:10 को इधर आँच लग गया। हम लोग फ्रेंड के साथ जा रहा था, 2 लेडी ठहरा हुआ था। उन लोग बोला भैया मेरा फैमिली अंदर, बच्चा है छोटा। हम लोग पूछा मैडम दरवाजा किधर है, गेट इधर से नहीं आ सकते, आँच पूरा इधर से आ गया। तो हम लोग शटर तोड़ के हम लोग इसको पूरा अंदर घुस गया। अंदर घुसे बाद में फिर एक दीवार है, वो दीवार को हम लोग तोड़ के करके 5-6 ने पूरा सामान हथौड़ी मंगा के पूरा सबल मंगा के अंदर घुस गए। हम लोग घुसे बाद में अंदर आँच बहुत था तो हम लोग फर्स्ट फ्लोर पर भागे। ऊपर हम लोग इनो और मैं हम लोग दोस्त थे पूरे भागे। हम लोग ऊपर देखा तो आँच बहुत। 1 घंटा वेट करे बाद में थोड़ा पूरा आ गए ये लोग। पुलिस का भी गुड वर्क था भाई और पेरिशियन भी आ गया, पूरा कॉपरेट करे। अच्छा बस इतना है कि वो आँच बहुत होने की तरफ से बचा नहीं सके।
जो इंसिडेंट हुआ यहाँ पर बहुत मासूम लोग मर गए, बच्चे मर गए, महिला लोग मर गए, बड़े लोग मर गए। ये फायर एक्सीडेंट सवेरे 6 बजे हुआ बोल के। तो गवर्नमेंट से गुजारिश है इमीडिएट रिस्क्यू में आके जो फैमिली मर गए और जो हॉस्पिटल हैं उनके ट्रीटमेंट के लिए, इलाज के लिए बड़े पैमाने से इंतजाम करना बोल के मैं रिक्वेस्ट करना चाह रहा हूं।
Joining me right now on this broadcast is CNN News 18's PV Ramanna. PV Ramanna, give us the latest as far as the rescue operation is concerned. Is that completed? Are there still people who are stranded in Gulzar house?
Yeah, Shirin, as of now, the rescue operation is almost completed. The things which is stuck inside, like the burnt things which is inside that particular area, that will be removed very soon, and the rescue operations is going on as of now. So 17 people died in this incident. The main reason for this entire incident is because of there is no proper way to enter into that particular house, because it was happened that fire accident 5 broke was happened in the ground floor, which is a Krishna Jewelers, that's a jewellery shop. The fire was happened because of the short circuit. The entire gypsum sheets which was used for fall ceiling, decorating and fall ceiling that particular jewelry shop. That by that the heavy huge smoke came out of that thing, and it was entered into the first floor, which the owner and the relatives of that particular owner was staying. So the front side gate was completely occupied with the smoke, and even the rescue of operations is obstacle that entire thing, because there is a lot of smoke and a lot of fire was coming out of that place, and the people could not enter into the main entrance of that residence. These 5 department authorities made one hole inside the nearby this thing, and they entered into that house, and they pulled out all the people who is sleeping in that particular building. So as of now, the primarily authorities are expecting that because of respiratory issues only, because the entire smoke was surrounded that house, because of the respiratory issues only, these people were died, and when they were unconscious stage, the fire authorities shifted them to the hospitals on the ambulances. While they are reaching the hospital, most of the people were died and several injured. The people who is injured, they are getting the treatment in the Apollo, in the different hospitals of Hyderabad. As of now, including the 4 women, 2 children, total 17 people were died in this fire incident. The owner of that Krishna Jewelry, some of the relatives came to his house. They are roaming here and around Hyderabad, and they are sleeping in that particular house. This mishap has happened. The surrounded people is telling that they are very good at other people's also. This is an unexpected situation, and they are showing their condolence to this thing. So as of now, rescue operations is almost done. Still, some smoke is coming out of that particles which is remained in that fire accident. I think within 1.5 hours, the entire things will be cleared. But still, they're checking is there any person stuck in that particular area, and is there any other losses there. Initially, authorities expect that this is because of electric shock circuit only, and it was happened around 6 o'clock in the morning. The fire authorities got the information at 6:15. By 6:15, their firefighters are started their rescue operations. It took almost 3 to 4 hours to completing the entire operation, but still some smoke is coming out of that building. I think within 1.5 hours, the entire thing will be done, Shireen.
Also, PV Ramanna, what do we know about how the investigation is going right now? Like you also suggested that the cause of the fire is short circuit, but were the buildings, especially Gulzar House where the fire occurred, was the norms actually followed by the fire department that was supposed to be followed? Were the owner of the buildings following that?
The basic thing of this comes under the old city near Charminar, means it's the old city area of Hyderabad. So generally the buildings is good, strong buildings, but they are not. Of course, the buildings were built long ago, because long ago. That's why they are not followed the proper guidelines of Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation. There will be some guidelines for constructing houses and all, but these particular, because it's old city, these houses built long ago. So they are not followed these entire whatever the fire safety norms or other norms. So because of that only it was happened. Very narrow roads, narrow places will be there. This is the main issue. When the major things happen, there are firefighters or rescue operations cannot be done properly because of these narrow roads and for not following the proper guidelines for the constructing the house. So this is also one of the big issue for the whole city. Of course, generally it happens, but when it comes to the picture, then only all the things will come into the fire. They will discuss about the norms and all. They wanted to abolish. They wanted to completely restructure the old city kind of. These the kind of versions will come out, but it will be remain the same when things will be normal. So this is what exactly happening over there. All the leaders, even the Chief Minister Devant Reddy also personally reviewing the entire situation, and he asked the local minister Ponnam Prabhakar to monitor the entire issue, and Fire DG Nagreddy also in the spot, and police commissioner is there, and JHMC commissioner and JHMC mayor is there. They are monitoring entire rescue operations. Almost operations is done. Have to see. Primarily, shock circuit is the main one of the reason, but still they are looking at every aspect of the fire accident. Like, is there any other reason? Is there any other issues behind this? Is there any conspiracy behind this? These are all steps will be followed. All the whatever the doubts they are getting, accordingly they will go ahead for entire investigation of the fire accident. Hopefully, the fire finally, even the police and the fire authorities also say that this happened because of, primarily they say this happened because of the shock circuit itself.
I request you, PV Ramanna, to please stay with us.
Network 18 decimates Times Internet with over 6 times more unique users on social media. Network 18, the undisputed leader of news networks, way ahead of the times.